Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Exodus here. I just thought I'd come and do a little commentary to touch base on some of the more recent developments within the Division game. Obviously, this footage is from a daily mission, hard mode, from quite a while back now, several weeks, prior to the 1.1 update, of course. Even though since the update, it seems like this mission has been one of the dailies for quite a while now, since they've been having problems with the same 3 dailies being the same ones for several days straight. But nonetheless, I wanted to talk about the incursion as a whole, some of the results of the 1.1 update, and some of the more recent events within the Division community as well, such as the compensation stuff and so on and so forth. So yeah, without further ado, the incursion, I'll start with that. I like it, I enjoy it, it's been fun. However, I can see the complaints as well, seeing it's didn't really add anything game-changing in the sense of something fully different than what we've experienced thus far. I like the concept of it there being like a horde mode within this game, whatever. Having the waves, so on and so forth. Planting a bomb, having that new addition. However, the fact that the incursion itself seems like it broke the game and, pretty much sent the community into a downward spiral has been frustrating, to say the least. Personally, it hasn't really affected me because I've always done it legit. I've never even attempted the challenge mode yet, just because I haven't had a consistent team of 4 people that I know. At most, I mean, we've had 4 people one time, that I've been gaming with over the years, and that's it. So, we did it the one time and it was fine, and the person, the 4th, who it was my nephew, and he hasn't been playing that much, so we had to actually catch him up just so he could be a little bit more geared and prepared for it. So, yeah, and like I said, it went smooth, but we haven't had a consistent set of 4. Mostly it's just me and my friend Mugro, who you can see from other videos. If you watch other videos of mine, he's in most of them. Him and I played together the most. Dude Man's been playing again with us quite a bit. So at most there's 3 of us. We usually have to pick up a random 4th, whether we meet him in matchmaking or, whatever, the Dark Zone, something like that. So, yeah, like I said, the incursion's been fun. We tested some strats out. We haven't really tested any other strats since we found one that's worked smoothly for us. I know a lot of people like to do the bottom strat, 4-man to the bottom. The most successful group stays in the top left, and they, clear challenging and, easy. But granted, they're a lot more geared, a lot more skilled, a lot more coordinated than most teams. So, but what we do is we do 2 in the bottom pit area, and then we do 2 in the upper right. And we do the upper right that's furthest away from the APC, and not the upper right that's closest to the APC. So basically, me and Mugro go up there on the right, and then we usually have Dude Man and whoever else in the bottom in the pit. And so what that does is it allows us to have mad DPS, in the surrounding areas, not mad DPS, but, DPS on everything that spawns in and that's moving around, as well as, having easy callouts, being able to see the whole entire map. And then the 2 people on the bottom essentially act as the aggro for the APC. They always take the APC's mortar around, and that way me and Mugro up top never have to worry about it, and we can just go about our business, slaying and whatnot, and calling things out. Also, the 2 of us that are up on top are always the ones that run the bomb, so I usually pick it up 100% of the time. However, there are situations where there's one situation, so maybe 99.9% of the time, realistically, I run it. Mugro accidentally picked it up before. But anyway, so what happens is we down the bomb guy, and the 2 guys that are on the bottom, like I said, draw the aggro of the mortar round, and they continue to slay what they can. They peek out or, shoot from the bottom, whatever. And me and Mugro each take a side, and we push the bomb solo. I'll go left or right with the bomb. He'll go left, the opposite side, obviously, and press the button. It just really depends on the thick of the enemies that are on the right side, or where it is the bomb actually drops. So if the bomb drops in the middle or the left, I'll grab it and I'll go left. If it drops on the right, and the enemies are thick on the right, then I'll go on the right. Since I'm more of a tank build, I can withstand more damage. So like I said, it basically just depends on where the thick of the enemies are, because we don't wait until there's only 1 or 2 enemies left. We don't, or none at all. We generally just grab it and go as quick as possible, just so it makes things more efficient. We can get back and kill. And plus, we've learned it seems like the APC helps us when it starts shooting everywhere. It damages the enemies as well. If not, at least disperses them a bit from their general areas of camping. So we tend to do that, and it's been a lot of fun. We've had success with it. Each time we do it, even with random people, it's our time has decreased in the amount that it takes to actually complete it. And like I said, I think me and Mugro got it down to where we could realistically carry any 2 other people through the hard mode incursion. So it's been fun. It's been awesome. Like I said, it just sucks that the incursion itself has broken the game. Essentially, it's encourage exploiting and encourage people to take advantage of some of the bugs that came with it, whether it was recycling, the weekly reset thing to consistently get 240 gear, or just being able to kill the challenge mode in general over and over and over, when realistically those people shouldn't have really been able to. As far as the compensation thing goes, I'm actually, that's what's hasn't really affected me personally, because I've been able to play the game the whole time, but it definitely strikes a chord with me, because I can relate to those people who missed out essentially on the best part of the game, because prior to 1.1 the game was a lot smoother, a lot less intensive in the aspects of people cheating and so on and so forth, at least on console side. Like I said, I know PC has always had trouble with hackers, and the DZ especially, but as far as the console goes, the only quote-unquote exploits was Bullet King and Fireman Hornet and the Lexington dude, Finch or whatever his name is. Or not Lex's name, but Lincoln. And so it just sucks that those things were put into play, and so you factor in that was able to be taken advantage of, and then they're only compensating the people who missed out on those things, and just the game in general when it was a little smoother, to build up their character to 30 and beyond. They're only giving them 500 Phoenix credits and 10 gold materials. Well, you think of the people who actually exploited, those 2 things. They've had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of materials, because, the conversion rates back then were a lot more favorable. And now that those people coming back, granted the Phoenix credits, there's not as much of a sink for Phoenix credits, because you don't have to use them for recalibration, so on and so forth. But still, I think they should minimally be given 1,000 Phoenix credits, maybe even a couple times over, let them spend stuff, or just give them free blueprints to help them catch up gear-wise, and give them 100 or a couple hundred of the high-end crafting materials. And like I said, I'm not even one that's getting it, but I think they're definitely getting slighted. Maybe for sure, give them the first DLC for free, just to help keep them enticed to play and enticed to come back and give the game a shot, especially within the current state that it's in, being continually broken and continually at a disadvantage for people who are more casual. I just think, they need to step up and give more compensation. As far as the 150 Phoenix credits for everybody or whatever, that's cool, it's fine, it's whatever. I didn't necessarily need it, but I can understand where they're coming from and appreciate it. I think it's enough. Something else a little more would be nice in regards to dealing with being legit, as compared to exploiters, but it is what it is. But yeah, so 1.1, hopefully it continues to get better from here, and thanks for watching. Peace.